Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Mackenzie Kappa from Live Well Anyway, the podcast, and today we are going to be talking about getting through the holidays as a single parent, especially if you don't happen to have your kids for the holidays. Okay, normally I'd want to get a little bit more gussied up and cute and put on something fun for these videos, but I thought today this is kind of one of those discussions where we just need to be hanging out, chatting parent to parent. So I think I'm even going to grab a blanket. We're going to cozy up and we're going to talk about how it can be really hard when you're a single parent and you're not going to have your kids around for the holidays. I remember that very first year. I've been a single mom for 3 years now. And so this is actually going on, I think, our 4th holiday season because I left right before the holidays. So yes, our 4th holiday season of being a single mom. And I remember that first year and how heartbreaking it was and how hard it felt to try to get through those days. And so I'm going to say right off the bat, if that is where you are, then let yourself feel that. Let yourself go there. Give yourself an out for the holiday season and know that it doesn't have to be beautiful and perfect, and you don't have to be cheery, and you don't have to make it something that it's not. It's going to be difficult, but by that same token, I think that you also don't have to feel bad to enjoy yourself a little bit. That first year, it was just my mom and I on Christmas Day, I believe. I think my dad was working, and we just had soup, and we stayed in our pajamas, and we ate a lot of ice cream, and we watched, really cheesy, sappy holiday movies. That was our best plan for just yeah, this is not ideal, but we're going to do some stuff that just kind of takes care of us and makes us feel better. And that was really nice. It was a really good way to go for that first Christmas. But this year, I have my kids for Christmas, which is awesome. It's actually the first year where I'm going to have them for the whole week of Christmas. I get them both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Normally, I would just have them Christmas Eve and then they'd have to go, and it was just awkward and hard. So it is nice to have a little bit more time with them this year. I don't have them the following week, which is tough, but I don't have them for Thanksgiving. So my best advice, I was just going to tell you guys, just don't do the things. Don't do the cooking, don't do the whatever, but maybe doing the cooking, that is something that really fills you up and enlivens you, and that's what you want to do. For me personally, the least amount of work that I have to do when I don't have my children with me, the better. So I am not going to cook a thing. My family, I have a pretty small family, the people that I will be together with this year, but we were going to go and eat out. We were going to just go to a nice restaurant, which I have done in years past, and it sounds like a cop-out on Thanksgiving. It is the most glorious thing. And they have fabulous desserts, and you don't even necessarily have to have turkey if you don't want turkey. And it is literally hands down the best. But of course, now in our state, they have shut everything back down again. So we can't go out, and we were thinking about ordering in, and instead we decided to have steak for Thanksgiving. We are just breaking the traditions, and we are going with what we want to eat. If we're going to spend the money on a meal, we're going to eat the meal that we want to have instead of necessarily what is dictated by the tradition, and that's okay. And we've already decided we're going to play some games, and we're going to have as much fun and joy as possible. And I think sometimes maybe you need permission to be happy when you don't have your kids around. And while your kids, I believe, do want you to miss them, of course, they also don't want you to be miserable when they're not around. So feel your feels, but then let yourself have a good time. Enjoy the people that you are with. Laugh, be goofy, make the most of the situation and say like, well, hey, I guess I kind of get a break this year. I don't have to do all the things. I don't have to make it spectacular. It's okay to kind of think of yourself, because if you're moping around, it's not going to change anything. It really won't change the actual circumstances of what you are working with. Just because you mope around isn't going to magically make your kids be there. So let that go. Just let that go and decide to enjoy the day. Give yourself the out. Don't make it have to look as traditional as it normally would, and have some fun. Have some fun, by golly. Laughter, it is the most cliche thing in the world, but it is the best medicine. It has gotten me through divorce. It has gotten me through the death of my brother. It has gotten me through countless days of feeling like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. And you're gonna have your moments where you are low. But then you've got to pick yourself up and laugh about the dumbest things possible. Sometimes if you don't laugh, you'll cry, so you might as well laugh. You know, I think that finding anything that you can to be goofy, playing the game catchphrase, doing things where, you know, your grandparents are maybe going to be ridiculously competitive, and seeing them be that way and just letting it be as humorous as it is, not taking things too seriously, I think makes a big difference. And then allowing those holiday times when you don't have your kids be a time when you can recharge yourself, so that when you do get them back, you can be fully invested and you can be there with them, and you don't feel drained from having just like poured out all this emotional energy while they were gone. You can use it as a time that you really can't do anything about, so you might as well fill yourself up while they're gone. Enjoy yourself, take care of yourself, you know, do a facial mask, have a relaxing bath, do the things that maybe are a lot harder to do while they are there, and then you're able to pour more into them when you do have them with you. So I think as much of a bummer as it is, and as hard as it is, allow it to be a time where you take care of yourself, so that when you do have them again, you can pour into them. Feel your feels, but then have yourself a good time. It's okay. Here's your permission card to enjoy your holidays, even if you don't have your kids around. It's gonna be okay. They will be back. You'll get next year, and take advantage of the time that you don't have them. I know it feels hard to hear that, but it really is okay. It really is. So have some fun. Go laugh. Whoop it up. Follow me on Instagram. I'll show you how dumb my holidays are and how I get through it as a single mom. And it's going to be okay. You can live well anyway. Okay, until next time, go be bold and gracious.